Hey guys, Spirit of the Law here. I have a common question that I want to answer in this video, and I have addressed it before and answered lots of comments about it, but I want to have a quick video about those waypoints, or the little flags, as you might call them. So if you're asking me about it, I can just send you the link to this video, which tells you everything you'd ever want to know about them. You can see here I give a unit a few little flags that outline a route for him, and he follows all of those and then stops at the final place I clicked. So that final click is part of the route, and you're going to want to keep that in mind. Now the way that you do this is you have your unit or units selected and you hold shift and right click the outline of the path you want. You might be saying, but Spirit, I already tried that and it doesn't work, the flags just stay there. Well, the counterintuitive trick is that for the last one, you have to lift up on the shift key and click one more time. Then the whole thing works. Double clicking at the end is okay as well, but not necessary, and you're just going to tire yourself out. There's no need to show off your amazing finger stamina. It's a handy trick for exploring, or if there's a very particular route that you want to follow to avoid something like a wolf or an enemy building, or whatever else. You can also lay out the path on the mini-map and just hold shift and then lift up for the last click like normal. If you really want to, you can even mix and match between the mini-map and the area on your screen. There's lots of flexibility here. So that's the basic mechanic. Now let's play around with it and go a bit deeper for those of you that are interested and get to the bottom of some of the questions that are out there about how it works. First of all, the question has come up in comments of, is there a maximum number of flags that you can put down on your route? Well, we can see here that everything's going fine, but after 10 flags, any new ones I put down seem to be erasing old ones. So do we have to count to make sure that we're keeping our routes under 10 points? It turns out that no, there doesn't seem to be a maximum of how many it can store. In this example, it has no problem handling 40 of them, and I tested it again and it handles over 400 with no sign of stopping. So for all intents and purposes, it can do as many as you need. It does stop displaying them after 10, but they're definitely still being added up to the queue. Now one weird thing to mention is the final non-shift click can't be on top of the scout. It just seems to not register at all. If that happens, then you can just right click anywhere else and everything will go through just fine. As for the unit's behavior during the movement, just note that they behave like any other movement command and they won't engage enemy units that they pass. But you can also do waypoints with patrol or attack move, in which case they will attack buildings and units that they encounter. All you do is select patrol or attack move if you prefer an HD, and you do the same thing with the shift key. If you're using one of those two options, then suddenly, weirdly, you do have a maximum flag count. It automatically finishes on the 10th click, even if you're still holding shift. I have no idea why there would be a difference between the limit on patrol waypoints and regular movement waypoints, but there you go. Another little weird thing to know is that once you start a waypoint, you can't stop partway through. If you take off shift and deselect the unit, the flags stay, and as soon as you try to move him, he'll do his flags first. That might be different in Age of Conquerors, but I'm using HD, and so I'm not sure if that's a bug for both or just for HD. If that happens, it's not a big deal, and you can just stop him by giving him some other orders or using the stop command. Weirdly enough, again, with patrol waypoints, they behave differently, and you can escape or left click somewhere else to end it. So how about that little weird piece of Age of Empires trivia? Anyway, that's pretty much everything I know about waypoints. If you know any other little tips or tricks, you're welcome to share. It was actually a commenter who taught me about them in the first place, so there you go. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.